Welcome back to the channel. Today's app review is on inMagz, the first ever magazine app curated just for you. Alright, so this one came with a landing page, so we're going to start there. It looks like it's just going to be curating magazine content. Not only provides you nice and organized articles, but also a platform where you can share what you perceive and your views to the world. I'd work on that sentence a little bit. A lot of words, I think, a lot of reading here. A lot of information too, which is good. So I think one thing I would recommend on your landing page, you have the links up at the top, but if you expect people to scroll all the way down to the bottom, you also want to have those links down here, because once they get down here, if they read all this far, then they'll be thinking, okay, I want to download the app, but they have to scroll all the way back up to the top. And even just that little bit might deter them from actually downloading the app. So definitely make it easier on people. But we'll just go ahead and download this. Kind of already looked at the screenshots on the site, but minimalist up front, beautiful at the core. I do like how you use the yellow phone in your screenshots. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, it seems like it's just going to be a magazine type app. So I'm wondering if you're using magazines like real magazines, or if these are all kind of like, if this is all kind of like more made up content or lower quality content. All right, we'll go English there. So this English looks like a button, which I guess it is, but when I click it, nothing happens. So that's a little bit confusing. Then you swipe up, immersive, cool. I like this. It's beautiful UI. This is something I feel like you shouldn't need to tell anyone. They'll know it's a beautiful UI just by using it. But either way, categories, like really this has nothing to do with the app. The beautiful UI has nothing to do with the app itself. You should just be highlighting the features of the actual app. Categories, then get featured. What's better than getting famous? You get the perk of being a platform where others will see and recognize you. It is an awesome way to get the identity of an amazing writer. All right, so continue here. So I'm thinking the content here is going to be user generated. So I don't think the content is going to be necessarily from magazines, but we will see. I'll just skip the login for now. All right, and we're in the app. So we get our first, I guess, article, which is gaming, keyboard or controller. And if we click in, you can then read, I guess, the article here. It has kind of like this swipe up feature, like other social medias, where you're kind of just, you can just scroll through the feed. So I do actually think that that is pretty well done. And now it's asking what kind of stuff I'm interested in. So if I click on electric cars, oh, okay, so it was actually a poll. So what type of car do you prefer? Yeah, electric cars, sure, that is good as well. I'm not sure what the poll is for here. So yeah, I mean, it definitely looks like you have a lot of content on here, so this is pretty cool. And I do like how you immediately get the user right into the content. There are other ways you could do that, obviously, with like asking questions up front to kind of tailor the content, but it seems like that is something you could do over here with the categories. I almost feel like you had too much information in your onboarding thing. And I only say that because once I'm in the app, it's so obvious how to use it that you almost don't need to tell people. Like you had like those 4 screens about the app, and that makes sense because you do want to get them into their account. But I wonder if you even need people to have accounts to read these articles. Maybe. I mean, maybe you do. Maybe you want people to have their account to read these articles, but it seems like you could almost not even have an account until they're trying to submit something or add a comment or do something like that, because I don't really feel like you're going to be using these accounts for really anything. But I don't know. Maybe that's not accurate. Having an account is always nice because you can like save data and stuff like that, but it doesn't even really seem like you're saving data here unless you're tracking what you're showing the user, although it doesn't seem like it because I am seeing some of the same articles already. But yeah, overall I think this is a pretty well done app. I think the design looks pretty good and it's obvious how to use it, so those are kind of the main most important things. It does load this image a little bit slow, this main image here when I'm sliding through. I guess there's a few, it'll just be gray. I think maybe that could benefit by having, instead of it just being gray, maybe have some sort of loading animation or just anything that isn't just a plain gray screen. That's going to be it for this review. If you have an app that you would like me to review, you can submit it at onemanstrap.com/review. All right, ciao for now.